888-376-5648. We have got a lot coming up in this hour. Thank you for tuning into the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar radio broadcast, coast to coast and border to border on iHeartRadio today. KFRK in Denver. Of course, our good friends over there on TuneIn, iTunes, all the various places. So we are going to go to our guest who is going to join us here in just a few moments. So let's go to the old Skip-a-Skypa. Oh, the Skip-a-Skypa. I gotta fix my video there on the old Skip-a-Skypa. But we are going to go to our first guest who is going to join us here in just a few seconds. And apparently the call has started and they weren't there and Skype kicked me out. So apparently we're going to ring the group again. We are going to see what happens here. All the behind the scenes of this show. They have all these people that do BTS cameras. What's a behind the scenes camera? No one would want to put a behind the scenes camera on this. Me sitting here waiting on someone to pick up on Skype. What is that? That's not fun. Why would you want to watch that? But apparently it exists. So, I don't think we're going to get our guest. I think our guest is... Go back to the Skype and see if we've got our guest. Look at that. I think we've got Chris. How are you, sir?
What's up there, brother? How you doing?
How are you?
I can't complain, man. It's just another day here.
You are like fired out of a cannon today. I think that is that is tremendous. We have got a great guest with us today. He joins us live here via the magic of the old Skip-a-Skypa. And Christopher, and I know I'm going to butcher this last name, is it Terzakos?
It's Terzakos.
Terzakos, okay.
Terzakos.
Well, I knew I was going to butcher it when I seen that name.
You're close enough.
Chris is a fantastic transformational coach. He's a motivational speaker. And as you can tell, he was born and raised in New York, which I think is awesome. He spent over 45 years in leadership roles, helping and mentoring people in the business world associated with unions and organizing their numbers. He has worked on several high-profile projects, building airport terminals and the largest casino in the United States. Christopher's presence in the construction field made a significant difference in the related businesses and people's lives, and he's an inspiring mentor. He's helped others transform with confidence, explore their potential, and enjoy an abundant life. And he is my guest today here on our big program. So, Chris, you have an incredible new project. Tell us a little bit about this.
Okay, thank you. First, thank you for having me.
Yes.
What would you want to hear first? Because there's several topics that I could talk about.
Well, hey, just start, baby. The floor is yours. Go ahead, man.
Okay, great. Okay, so growing up, I wrote 3 books. Belonging to Yourself is the first book.
Yeah.
How to Increase Your Testosterone and 7 Simple Steps. I have a program. If you want to contact me on my site, I'm located at fitforjoy.org, Self-Healing with Chris, and I'll take you, through everything that you need to know. So all my life, I always been an athlete. I came close to playing Major League Baseball. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. But throughout my life, I was always in the gym. I always motivated people. I mentored them. So back I'm going to talk about the testosterone.
Yes.
Which is it's really important for every man to know about testosterone, and you need to know what's going on with your hormones today. A lot of things. You do. A lot of food that you eat is affecting your hormones, your sleep habits. So I'll tell you a little bit about my story.
Okay.
In my early 50s, I'm going to say around 52 years old. Like I said, I was always in great shape. But in my 50s, and around 52, I felt like I was getting a little tired. I was starting to slow down.
Yeah.
So, you start talking to other guys, around the gym, and, one guy recommended that, I try PEDs, which
Yeah.
is, testosterone replacement.
Oh yeah.
So what I did was I said, okay, so I started doing some PEDs, besides testosterone, I did some other things related to testosterone.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, uh, I don't promote it unless you really need it, but they call it the liquid gold where I come from. It's liquid gold.
Yes.
So once you're on it, I did 2 cycles a year. The cycles were they were roughly 8 weeks each. You get stronger. Your
Yep.
confidence level, it boosts your libido. Is incredible. Everything's incredible.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say so that was 52. Around 59, I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. I looked incredible. Everybody wants to talk to you because you look good, but, they really don't know who you are. They only want to talk to you because you look good.
Yeah.
So, and I'm aware of that, growing up throughout my years. I had other friends, they weren't in shape. Nobody would want to talk to them. People only want to talk to people if you're in good shape because
Yep. Yep.
they want to learn and they want to know how you got there. So, and when I was 59, I said, I'm not going to do this anymore. So I stopped. Then I realized after, I don't know, I'm going to say about 4 or 5 weeks later, again, I started feeling tired,
Yep.
no ambition. So I went to a doctor, holistic doctor. I didn't go to a conventional doctor,
Yeah.
holistic. Okay, conventional doctor probably would have put me on testosterone replacement therapy immediately.
Yeah.
So holistic doctor, they don't really go that route. They try to heal you naturally. So I did go to a holistic doctor. She was a woman, and she took about, I don't know, I'm going to say about 40, maybe 50 different blood exams.
Yeah.
So on the testosterone, the results came back at 81. 81, so you guys out there know, is terrible. You should, every man's level should be between 300 and 450. If you're
Wow.
lower than 300, go to a doctor. Well, like I did, go get a blood exam and get yourself checked out. Because more than likely, you need to go on my program that I created, or you need to go on TRT. If
Yeah.
you decide to go on TRT, I'm going to inform you it's for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You'll be taking testosterone, probably 2 shots a week, what they call microdosing, for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
You have to donate blood every
Yeah.
3 months. You got to dump your blood because your blood thickens. Your
Yeah.
red blood cells go up. Your blood pressure goes up. There's a chance of heart attack, and
Yep.
there's also a
Yep.
chance of a stroke.
Well, let's talk about your book. You have an incredible book here. How I naturally increased my testosterone with 7 simple and powerful methods. This is an incredible book. So, Christopher, tell us a little bit about the book.
Okay, so when I found out my testosterone level was 81, I went to the doctor, took the blood test. Then I needed to make a decision on what I was going to do. So I spent I'm talking about hours and hours of research because I did not want to go on TRT.
Yeah.
I spoke to my wife and I, we had a long conversation. We're both self-healers. We believe in self-healing. So I went on my own regimen. My program, my program started, I'm going to say, in late October of 2021. Then I took another blood exam after when I went on my program. I'm going to say 8 months later. And by the way, both tests, the before and the after, are both in the book. from 2 different labs.
Okay.
So when I got my results back after I went on my program, it's all written in the book, my testosterone it was 81 and it escalated up to 648.
Wow.
When the doctor, exactly, Jiggy, when the doctor read off my
Wow.
exam, I couldn't believe it. I was in the room, I looked at my wife, I was ready to do jumping jacks. I said, I can't believe this program worked.
That is awesome. That is
Yeah,
awesome.
so
I was ready to do jumping jacks. That's
I was
amazing.
ready to do jumping jacks. I couldn't not believe how it went from 81 to 648.
Wow.
So I'm going to share with you, some of the steps in the book.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. So step one. Step one in the book is sleep. You got to get enough sleep.
You got to
If
get
you're not-
sleep, baby. That's
Right. And
Yeah.
let me explain why. Sleep will reduce cortisol. Cortisol is considered it's a hormone,
yeah.
but it's a hormone that blocks testosterone.
Yes.
So it's very important that you sleep, because when you sleep, you lower the cortisol, which is related to stress. Once you release the cortisol, you open up the testosterone production. So that's very important, is sleep. Now, when I say sleep, you should at least get minimum 7 to 9 hours sleep. So
Yes.
7, 8, 9 hours, you're good. Then you're on a good program. So that's one step. Another step that I firmly believe in is I currently live in Clearwater Beach, Florida. So
there are more people. I have over the last, I don't know, probably 6 months noticed that there are more people that live in Clearwater Beach. You live out there.
right.
Hulk Hogan lives out there.
Yeah,
I believe
he's like
Bubba the Love Sponge lives out in Clearwater.
Yeah. Listen, it's a nice life. I lived all my life. I'm 63 years old. I lived all my life. I'll be 64 in a couple of months. I
Yeah.
lived all my life in New York. I didn't want to deal with the cold weather any longer. So I'm semi-retired.
That's why I'm trying to get out of Kansas, homie. I get tired of that. I get tired of the cold
And no
weather.
tornadoes here in Florida, that's for sure. We got hurricanes, but not tornadoes. So, so sunlight. Sunlight
Yes.
is extremely important. Natural vitamin D
Yes.
will increase.
Yes.
It'll increase your testosterone. It not only increases testosterone, it also reduces aromatase. Aromatase is another testosterone blocker.
Okay.
So if you can get into the sun, I'm in the sun a lot. I walk my dog, four times a day at 15 minutes a time. So I get plenty of sun. Now, I recommend 20 minutes a day the most in the sun. Let it hit all your body parts, your shoulders, your neck, your face. Let it hit your body parts, because the natural vitamin D will help you. Tremendously will help you, by the way. Natural vitamin D is very important.
That is awesome.
So those are 2 items that I wrote about in my book. The others are supplements. I'll talk about one supplement because I like you to buy my book. One supplement I recommend would be Tomcat Ali.
You know something? I discovered you hit that on the head, baby. I discovered that goddamn, probably 3-4 years ago.
Yeah,
that
good.
is crazy. Tell us a little bit more about this, because
Okay, Tomcat Ali.
this is like a wonder drug, baby.
Right. Tomcat Ali actually is like it's almost like a replacement of natural testosterone.
Yes,
But
it is.
Tomcat Ali is natural. Now, Tomcat Ali goes back hundreds and hundreds of years ago. And it's all coming from a plant, natural plant.
Yeah.
So you can't get hurt.
Yep.
There's no side effects. It doesn't hurt your liver, your kidneys. It's good for mental health. It boosts testosterone. It releases free radicals that are in your body. So If you suffer from ED, it'll help you with ED. If
Oh
you
yeah,
suffer
that is gone.
Okay, so if you're having a hard time, you go up and your wife and you decide you want to go on something that works, because I know I did it. I'm
Yeah,
not just preaching to you that, because I read something.
yeah.
I did it. I'm still on it. I do it every other day. I take
Every other
every
day.
other day.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, but when
Yeah.
I was on my program, I took it every day. When I saw my testosterone went up to 648, I started, okay, every other day I'll take Tonkat Ali.
Yeah.
And I still do it. So,
Well,
yeah, so that's,
another one, and I'm sure you probably talk about this in the book. I'm because you seem to be a guru of this stuff.
yeah,
Something that I discovered years and years and years ago was tribulus.
yes. Yes, I'm not on Tribulus because there's other supplements that have that ingredients in it. But yes, Tribulus is a good product.
Yeah.
Uh, it's good. I'm going to give away one of my secrets from the book that goes along with Tonkat Ali that you
Yeah.
should be doing together. Would be Fandogia, Fandogia agrestis. So write that down.
I'm doing that
Fandogia,
right now, brother.
Fandogia and Tonkat Ali, they go great together to boost your testosterone, your levels, your libido. I would take both of them together. Again, in my book, the program's in my book. So those two supplements I recommend strongly. Now, other than the supplements, there's other items such as you got to watch what you eat.
Yes.
Food, right? Food will also disturb your hormones. And if you don't mind, Jiggy, can I get into the food?
Yeah, let's go. Let's talk, baby. Yeah.
Okay, good. Good, because I like
Yeah,
getting
because that's why you're here. Because I am a huge proponent of testosterone and boosting it, and
right.
doing all that. And when I seen your book come across my email, I'm
Okay.
like, I got to beat down the doors and get this guy on the show. So yeah, the floor is yours, baby.
Okay, just so your audience knows, I'm 63. I'll be 64. On my blood exam, come back as a 20-year-old inside, a 20-year-old body, and the outside I have a 30-year-old body. I'm 170 pounds. I'm ripped. I have a six-pack, and I'm 63 years old. I don't
Yeah.
take any. I don't take any PEDs. I'm off of it now for about 4 years. I haven't taken anything, and most of it comes from food. People say, "Why do you look so good?" Because I eat good.
That's right.
Okay, so let's
That's
talk
right.
about some food. Let's talk about the food that'll disturb your hormones and prevent testosterone production. One of them would be fried food. Trans fat is the worst food to eat when it comes to your hormones.
Yep.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
one. Two is sugar. Any forms of sugar, whether it's sugar in your coffee, your tea, whether you're drinking Gatorade. If you think you're drinking orange juice, Tropicana orange juice, and you think you're healthy, you're drinking sugar. If you're going to drink orange juice, get fresh oranges, squeeze them at home, and drink your orange juice. Store-bought orange juice has loaded with fructose, and fructose will prevent the production of testosterone. So, on the sugar topic, it also raises your insulin. So you need to know about
Really?
insulin. Insulin will block testosterone. It becomes a blocker, inhibitor.
Yeah.
Now, once your insulin goes up, okay, now I'm getting scientific with you. Now your estrogen level goes up. So now you got two blockers, insulin and estrogen. So if you want to continue to eat sugar, and then you're wondering why your testosterone is not increasing, because you're eating sugar. You're eating a food that is blocking your testosterone, estrogen and insulin. So if you're on sugar, I'm going to ask you please please try to get off sugar. And sugar also creates inflammation, which blocks testosterone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Heart attack, stroke. So there's no good in sugar. Does it? It might taste good, like you have a nice, cookie or good piece of cake. Yeah, it tastes good, but it's harmful. It's harmful to you. So
I have over the years, I have wanted to get off of sugar, but it just seems like everything that I am taking or eating
right.
is just so damn full of sugar. One of the things that I am very happy to be able to say is that I don't have any soda anymore. I don't. It's either water or orange juice. That's all, or lemonade. That's all I drink. I don't drink this soda because, good Lord, there are people that I know. In fact, my girlfriend's dad. This guy goes through a 24-pack of soda a day.
Oh my God.
I'm amazed this fucker's still alive.
Oh my God.
It's just crazy to me, homie.
He's going to suffer later on. Like my dad suffered. My dad, when you go to a diner, there's like bags of sugar.
Yes.
My father used to put 8 to 10 bags of little sugar in his coffee.
That's crazy.
And I used to tell him, Dad, stop. You got to stop that. No, leave me alone. Let me live my life.
Let me live my life.
My father,
and he did it in a New York accent as well.
Oh, of course. Leave me alone. Let me live my life.
Let me live my life, man.
See, Jiggy, my father suffered. My father's no longer here today. He passed away.
Yeah.
But Jiggy, he suffered. He suffered terribly. His kidneys went. He was on dialysis. He had open heart surgery. I mean, he had all these things. And I'm like, my dad did it to himself. Did he enjoy life? Did he live his life? Yes. He lived the life that he wanted to live.
Oh, yeah.
But, I don't want to go through any of that.
No.
To my story and, my dad, you don't want to go through any of this. Listen, when you grow old, you have a choice. You could grow old gracefully, or you could grow old a grumpy old man. I'm not going to grow old like a grumpy old man. I'm sorry. I made my choice. I'm going to grow old gracefully. I'm going to help you guys out there, especially the young guys, Jiggy. A lot of they've been proven 15 or 20% of the high school kids, they're all taking steroids.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. These.
Okay?
Yeah, that is the one thing that is just crazy.
They're playing for their football team, baseball team, lacrosse team. They all want more energy. They want a little more juice. So they're going on PEDs. But do they really know later on in life what's going to happen? I don't know. They're not thinking about later on in life because, even myself, you're young, you got an ego, I'm tough, I'm strong, I'm all this. But when you get older, all that goes away. That disappears. You look for a different life when you get older.
Yep.
And one of them is testosterone, because testosterone plays a very, very, very part of your life, especially when it comes to mental health. Because if you don't have testosterone, you will get depressed. You fall into depression.
So another testosterone booster, I guess you would say, that I have heard, and I have tried some in the past, and it really didn't. I don't really think it did as much as that Tonga Cali stuff. But this long jack, have you ever heard of this?
Yeah. Long jack is associated with Tonkat Ali. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Some people call it long jack, and some people call it Tonkat Ali.
Yeah.
It's the same exact stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's the same exact stuff. Tonkat Ali and long jack is the same thing. Okay? People normally say, hey, Tonkat Ali, it's known to be long jack. So it's related. Yeah, it's the same product. But getting back to the food part.
Oh, yeah, the food. Go ahead, brother, yeah.
So, Jiggy, you mentioned you're drinking lemonade and you're drinking orange juice.
Yes.
Okay. Are you buying store-bought lemonade?
Uh, yeah, but I'll tell you, I would much rather have that than, I have thought about. I did buy one, but I haven't had the balls to use it yet. I've got a juicer, and I've thought about just juicing.
Yeah, we have that. We juice too all the time in my house. We have two juicing machines. My wife juices all the time. She makes me my juice too. So you know what? I recommend that. I don't recommend drinking lemonade store bought. It's loaded with fructose, with
Yeah,
sugar.
yeah.
So I wouldn't recommend, especially Snapple. If you read the
Oh
label,
yeah, yeah. All that stuff. I stay the hell away from that.
it's loaded with it.
Oh
So
yeah,
even like alcohol. If you're gonna go out and you're gonna drink, I would drink moderately. I don't drink. I have maybe 2 glasses of wine a week. If I'm having a nice dish,
yeah.
at home with my wife, or we go out to eat, we have a glass of wine. But that's one. But alcohol, the strong stuff, the scotch, the vodkas, they're loaded with sugar. And by
Yeah.
drinking alcohol, you're going to find out that it reduces your libido, it reduces your testosterone, and now you're into a funk because you're wondering why you can't produce. So if you're going to drink, drink, but drink moderately. If you're going to have a beer, drink 1 or 2 beers. Don't drink a case of beer because that's going to affect your life. And I'm not here to to dictate to people how they should live their life. But if you want to be healthy and you want to live a clean life, you want to be a good father, a good son, just you got to watch your hormones. I always look at hormones. I still go to meetings. I sit down, Jiggy, with about eight guys in a room or 10 guys in a room, and I know which guys need to check their hormones. Just by talking, I know which guys have to check their hormones. Just sitting in a room in a conference, I know who has
Amazing.
to check their hormones. Some people say, I'm having a bad day. Okay, what happened tomorrow? You had another bad day, or your hormones?
What are you gonna do tomorrow? Have another bad day?
What are you going to do tomorrow? So I would suggest to anybody, if you're not feeling good, go check your hormones. A lot of people complain about their life. My wife, my daughter, my son. Go check yourself out and see if you're balancing your hormones. Because if they're not, once you balance your hormones, everything else seems more clear to you.
Yeah.
Whatever issues you thought you had, you don't have them anymore. That all disappears. And I'm talking from experience. I know. I went through it.
There is you hit on something big time with the sleep. A lot of people don't understand that you've got to get regular sleep, you've got to get on a really good sleeping schedule, all these things. Talk to us a little bit more about the whole sleep aspect of it.
Well, the sleep aspects. If you can't get 7-8 hours a night, see if you could get a nap during the day. See if you could get in like a little cat nap or a power nap, they call it.
Yeah.
Maybe 20 minutes or a 30-minute nap,
Yeah.
just to rejuvenate yourself. But once you get on my program,
Yeah.
all natural program, you're not gonna have any problem sleeping because it helps with sleep. My program will have you sleeping. I know I did. I used to get 5 hours a night sleep, 6 hours the most. Now I get between 8 and 9 hours of sleep, and I feel great. I don't take a nap during the day. Back then, I would have to. Oh my God, I'd be dragging. Oh, by the way, I talk about dragging. I used to drink 8-9 cups of coffee a day, just to keep me going.
Wow.
Not realizing that the testosterone level was low, and that was the cause of my tiredness. Now that I'm okay, my testosterone's up, I drink 1 cup of coffee a day. And no sugar in it. It's plain coffee, no sugars. I don't even go near sugar. There's nothing in my house that has sugar in it. We don't have sugar in my house. No cookies, no cakes, no drinks with sugar in it. None. None at all. So, yeah, so I was talking about the things in the book, right? The food, I
Yes,
talked about
yes.
all sugar. I talked about trans fats, no vegetable oil, no mazola oil, very bad for you. Fast, fast food, please. When you see a Burger King, a McDonald's, or a Taco Bell, keep going.
Keep going, he says.
Don't
That's
stop.
awesome.
Keep going. You have no idea what you're eating. I did research on it, deep down research. And I'm going to tell you, I'll talk about one item.
Yeah.
When you go to McDonald's, they have, or I think Burger King, whoever sells chicken McNuggets.
Oh, I'd be McDonald's. Yeah.
Okay, chicken McNuggets, Jiggy. You got to see the garbage that's in the chicken. It's all chicken scraps.
Yeah.
There's nothing healthy in a chicken McNugget. I know people, they dip them in hot sauce or sweet and sour sauce, and they crave how great it is. Yeah? If you've seen what I've seen, how they make it, you'll never eat it again. So if your audience is out there listening, please, you could do your own research on chicken McNuggets, how it's made. Stay away from it. It's the worst thing for you. Okay? Later on in life, it'll catch up to you. And then there's an old saying from a open heart surgeon that I know. His name is Philip. He says every time before surgery, when he operates on a patient, they always ask him the same identical question. They say, "Doctor, why me? Why am I getting this surgery?" And he responds with the same identical answer: because you didn't eat real food. That's why you're getting open heart surgery.
Yeah. So, talk to me a little bit about we've talked about the food part of it. We've talked about the supplementation part of it.
Right.
I like the fact you brought up sunlight because I think that is amazing. That is one thing that
Right.
a lot of people do not get a lot of, and they need more of that. What are some other things in the book that people need to be aware of?
Okay. Okay. Well, things to be aware of is pollution.
Yes.
Okay. So here you got pollution. You got Wi-Fi, which is loaded with radiation. You got your cell phone, and you got a microwave. So all of these things that I mentioned, they all have radiation. Radiation will harm your hormones. Not only your health, your hormones. So if you're keeping a cell phone in your pocket or in your pants waist, remove it. If you can keep it in a case, you're good.
Yep.
If you're gonna talk on a cell phone like this, you got to get an earpiece.
Yep.
And keep the phone away from you. Okay, don't keep the phone on you because it's throwing off radiation, and the radiation will get into your bloodstream. And then once it's in your bloodstream, it's harmful.
Yep.
It's harmful to your hormones. It's harmful to your blood. It's just not a good thing. And the pollution, I know you can't do it. I'm from New York. What's more polluted than New York other than Chicago or California?
I was recently in Chicago for an event, we'll say, and oh my God, that is a dirty city, bro, homie. Good Lord.
Okay, so those are just items to watch out for. Now, I want to tell you the items that are good for you, that make you happy. I'm going to tell you one is fresh ginger.
Okay.
If you buy, I'm organic. Everything I buy is organic. I don't buy anything with pesticides.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you why. Again, if you buy regular fruit and vegetables, it's sprayed with pesticides. Pesticides will hurt you. Obviously, it's out there in every magazine. It's in every book. Eating pesticides, causes a lot of stuff, especially cancer.
Yes.
So if you want to avoid cancer, or if you want to avoid your hormones, the balance of your hormones, pesticides you can't eat regular fruits and vegetables, and I get it, and I feel bad for people who can't afford organic because it is more expensive than regular products. But if you could do half and half, try to split it up, half organic and half regular, just to meet your budget, then try it, do it.
Yeah.
Okay. Me, I'm on 100% organic. I don't eat anything that with pesticides on it. I don't touch it. So, with that said, ginger. Ginger, you're going to see in the future, it's out there now. People are talking about it because they're catching on to see and to promote ginger, because promoting ginger is probably the best medicine for you. And it's natural. You chop up ginger, right? You take a teaspoon, scoop a teaspoon with chopped up ginger in it, and eat the ginger. The teaspoon is equivalent to 4 ounces of ginger a day. That's all you need.
Wow.
I eat it every morning after my breakfast. I have a teaspoon. I pick up all the chopped up ginger in the teaspoon. It's 4 ounces. I eat the ginger, and I eat a couple of pieces of pineapple. Now, the pineapple is also good because it has a lot of vitamin C, natural vitamin C.
Oh, yeah.
Vitamin C is good for you. So ginger, here's the good things about eating ginger. Increases testosterone, increases nitric oxide, which is so important for your libido.
Yep.
Because if you got a good blood flow to your heart, through the endothelium, which is, if that's blocked, by the way, your endothelium is blocked, your libido is kaput. You have no libido. So you want nitric oxide. It opens up all the vessels, and now you got a good blood flow going through your body. You can breathe better. So ginger, nitric oxide, it reduces inflammation. Another thing that you have to get rid of in your body is inflammation. Inflammation causes pain.
Yes.
It decreases testosterone. It unbalances your hormones. Ginger is also good for your dopamines and your serotonins, which people take drugs for that. You don't need to go take a pharmaceutical drug to increase dopamine. Go eat ginger. Ginger's healthy for you. It's good for your kidneys. Cleans out your kidneys. Cleans out your liver. So ginger, to me, is the miracle fruit. I'm not sure if they call it a fruit or a vegetable. I call it a fruit. That's a miracle. To me, that's the miracle. All natural drug is ginger.
Well, I'll tell you, you have got quite the book here. You've got some amazing, amazing stuff you're doing. What do you have coming up next? What are some of the other things you're working on?
Well, the other things I'm working on, my newest book is coming out. How to live your life with an inguinal hernia.
Okay.
That's me. Years ago, when I was on my PEDs, I was bench pressing. I'm gonna say, I think I maxed out at about 365 or 375 on a bench.
Jesus.
And I used to get 5 reps. I remember with a spotter, a friend of mine used to spot me. I used to get 5 reps of bench pressing, 365, 375. That was my max. What happened was I got a hernia. So I went to a doctor. What do you think the doctor said? You need surgery.
Yep.
First thing out of his mouth, you need surgery. Want me to set it up? I said, no, you're not going to set it up. But
you're not going to set it up.
I appreciate it. Now, the surgery, there's 2 surgeries to a hernia.
You're great.
You can get the mesh surgery.
Yep.
They put a mesh right over actually, for those who don't know, when you get that bulge come out, that's like your intestines. So
yes.
a part of my groin is like a slit, and now your intestines pops out. So to put the mesh, they put the mesh inside the slit of your abdominal to hold the lump in. So that's one surgery. The other surgery is they take a muscle from another part of your body, and they put the muscle where you opened up the muscle in your abdominal, and they put the muscle there to block the lump from protruding. Both surgeries I don't want. I don't want to mess with my body, and I don't want anybody who operating on me when I'm 63 years old. I don't want it. So what I
Yeah.
did was I did a lot of research again, and then I came up with a program of how to live your life with an inguinal hernia. If you was to look at my groin area, you won't even know that I have a hernia. So that's my next book. I think it'd be published in about 2 weeks. In that book, I think yeah, 2 weeks.
Well, once that book is out,
Okay.
I definitely want you to come back and we can talk about that book.
Okay. There's one thing though, Jiggy.
Yes, go ahead, baby. Go ahead.
I want to tell your audience. I want to tell your audience to build testosterone naturally. Besides what I spoke about, I want to talk about things that will increase food that will increase your testosterone. Would be one, grass-fed red meat. You can go get a steak, not a steak with antibiotics and all that crap that they put in that meat.
Oh, yeah.
I eat only grass-fed meat. So grass-fed meat, I eat twice a week. And what it does is it's high in zinc. Zinc is great for
Yes.
building testosterone.
Yes. Zinc
If
is.
if you can eat grass-fed meat, whether it's ground meat, hamburger or steaks, I recommend grass-fed meat. Another powerful, and I'm talking about powerful, I eat it every Friday, oysters.
Oysters.
Yes. If you could down, 18 or 2 dozen oysters once a week, watch your testosterone level go up.
Wow. I did not know oysters was a.
Yeah, you like oysters, Jiggy?
I've never had oysters.
You never ate oysters?
I've never ate oysters, but I think I got to get on a train now, baby.
Right? You eat clams?
I've never eaten clams either.
So you don't like seafood?
I'm not a big seafood guy, but I will have to say that the my significant other, the lovely and talented Britannia, she is big into seafood. She's big into sushi and all that crap.
Okay. Well, the sushi is good, but there's one thing in sushi that's not good, and that's soy.
Yes. Yes.
If they're putting soy in the, or even, I'm sorry, MSG too.
Yeah. Yeah. I've heard the MSG stuff is not good either.
Yeah, MSG and soy, I would stay away from. Okay, 'cause they're not good for you. Period. They're just not good for you.
Yeah.
So I mentioned grass-fed meat. I mentioned oysters. How about eggs?
I work out probably 3 times a week with an old boxing coach, and this guy's got to be 80, and he's deadlifting 300 pounds, and he's squatting like close to 600 pounds. This guy's a monster, and at the same time, he's legally blind, which is insane. And he's always telling me, he's like, "Oh yeah, eggs is the way to go." And this guy's just down in eggs like nobody's business.
Don't be afraid to eat eggs. All the rumors are cholesterol. Eat all the eggs you want. Okay?
Okay.
Eat all the eggs you want. I think I'm eating between 8 and 10 eggs a week.
Wow.
And still that's not a lot. I know a guy that eats 12 eggs a day.
Whoa! Holy smokes!
Right. He eats 12 eggs a day. I won't eat
12 eggs a day?
Right. I mix it up. I have
Good
eggs.
God in heaven.
I have protein oatmeal. I have protein pancakes. All natural made. There's no BS in my food that I eat. So I switch it up. So wild caught salmon is good. Oysters. I mentioned oysters. Omega-3. Any omega-3 foods, even supplements, if you can get on omega-3, increase your testosterone, more power to you.
Yep. Well,
And
you are amazing. Just all the stuff that you've got. We definitely have to have you back because you are great. So talk to us a little bit about so far the reaction that you've gotten from people about your book, the testosterone book?
Well, I think there's a couple of reviews on Amazon about my book, which I appreciate. People writing reviews about the book. Listen, being truthful and sharing just to help people, that's the response that I'm getting. I motivate them to be happy. I motivate them to live a comfortable life. Like I said, you want to be a good dad. You want to be a good father. Good husband.
Yep.
These are the things that will make you happy. They'll make you healthy. When you feel good, everything else is good. Even if something goes wrong, if you got a flat tire or something happened during the day at work, you still feel good. You go, okay, all right. But if you're not feeling good, then it becomes a catastrophe. Then you add more drama to the problem that you had. So
Yes.
The idea is here in the mind, mentally. If you can fix this, everything else comes natural. If you can fix this first, your mental health. And by doing that, and testosterone, you just live a healthy life, be true to yourself. I motivate people just to be true to yourself. You don't have to lie to people. Something's bothering you, tell whoever you got to tell. There's a way to conduct yourself in life. And I have another book. Here, I'll show you, Jake. Here's my other book.
Belonging to Yourself.
Yeah, Belonging to Yourself. This was my first book that I wrote. It's a memoir about my life.
That's awesome. Well, we will have to have you back talk about that book as well.
Oh, that book there tells you everything from my childhood to today, to my age. Today,
Yeah, we
64.
definitely have to have you back to talk about that book.
Okay,
That'll be fun.
Let me tell you.
Maybe I could get Catolo to join us on that one. He's a New York guy too. He'll really enjoy that.
Good, because he'll know the people that I met. He'll know the people I hung out with.
Yes, I'm doing this.
Listen,
2 New York guys and Jiggy. That's what we'll call the episode.
that's awesome. So, hey Jiggy, I want people to go to my webpage, because on my webpage there's more details, which is fitforjoy.org/selfhealingwithchris. Go to my webpage if you're curious, if you want to know more about me, if you want me to coach you. I know there's the contact information on the page. I'll be more than happy to coach you along in your life. I'll help you, and once your life is on the right track, then we could part ways. But I want to make sure that you live a healthy and happy life.
That's awesome. Well, shoot me an email and let me know when you are available to come back on. Because we've got at least two more interviews, and one, I'm bringing in my buddy Frank Catolo on one. You and him will have a blast, because you'll be talking about all the different places in New York, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I've been there. Oh, I know them. It'll be a blast.
Okay, great. I appreciate you having me on the show, and to your audience, God bless you. If you're listening to me, please follow the steps, and you'll live a good life.
Definitely. Well, you have been fun. This has been amazing. And Chris, have yourself a wonderful, wonderful day. I'll talk to you soon, brother.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, Jig.
Thank you, man. There he goes, the fantastic guest with us today. Holy smokes, Chris was something else. That is that. If you are listening to us on the Quad Pod, we thank you. If you're listening to us on JiggyJaguar.com, thank you as well. If you're watching us on Twitch, any of these other places,